we are here. I'm here by myself today. I'm here by myself. No, wait. I'm not by myself. Oh, hi. My co-host is here with me, my wonderful co-host.
Annie.
You know, as you're watching my show now. I don't know as you're watching my show. I'm not by myself. Annie is here. This is our second episode post her melanin upgrade. You know? Yeah. Because
You know what? I'm happy because he tried to deny it last time, so yeah.
I didn't try to deny nothing. I said it at the end of the episode. I didn't say it at the beginning. That is all. I didn't deny it. You know, but it's glad to have you all here with us on a shot of soca. It's summertime in London, so if you see me with my rag, I put my face because it kind of hot in some places. so some places is hot, some places is not so hot. You know, but we have a hot boy in the studio with us today as well. So that bring the heat a little, you know, higher up.
You got two fans on just to
just to brace, right?
The temperature of the room.
Regulate. Sorry, this is the wrong show. It's not hip hop. We're doing a shot of soca, Annie. This is a shot of soca. You know, you want to introduce our guest, or should he introduce himself, or what should we do?
I feel like he should introduce himself.
No, but he take a whole plane to get here. Why you so? He take a whole plane to get here, and he slapped to introduce himself. Watch me, all the Simbaarley is here with me.
Yo, what's he seen?
Yes,
what's he seen?
we have
I
him
don't
back.
know. I don't know. You tell me. I mean, I'm not sure. How are you going to talk to me? You're going to talk to me.
I know.
Which language are you going to use?
Not a language. I mean, they speak
I can
English in
I can
Canada.
use anything.
No, they speak Canadian. You have to be careful.
If you want me to use the
it not
Torontonian,
English?
No, they speak Canadian.
You know what? I can't lie
can-
to you. We video called the other day, and his Toronto accent had me crying in the nail shop.
insane,
goodness.
shorty. How you mean? How you mean, shorty? What do you mean, shorty?
going on? What
I'm
is-
from Scarborough. Real thing.
What
Real
is
thing,
going
boy.
on here?
I'm from Scarborough.
Wait, hold
Yo,
up.
catch me on
Hold
Dundas
up, hold
Square,
up.
I swear.
Somebody.
The thing is that I can't even verify if this is actually what
Listen,
people sound like, but I want to say it's not.
I don't know.
Nah, you know it is. You know it is. It's just certain places in certain areas. You know how we have like UK slang, like British UK urban slang.
You have that, right?
Yeah, in North, well, in London in particular, you have a certain type of lingo.
Yeah.
And that's the lingo.
No,
That's
but the
their
lingo
lingo.
changes. Depends on which part. If you go north, south, east, and west, the lingo is different, you know, in London.
Well, in terms of like British, in terms of like UK slang, because if you was to go to Manchester or something like that,
Yeah,
Nah, we don't know
have
what
a-
they're talking about. We don't know what I'm talking about. We don't know what I'm saying out there.
I don't
No
understand.
disrespect here, but
I just don't-
like if
I
you go
don't
Leeds,
understand.
you go
I mean, I know.
I don't
You
understand.
go Liverpool, different.
Wait, you
different.
get Liverpool?
From
This is
Liverpool.
different.
All I can say is Steven Gerrard. That's all I can say.
Steven
what?
Gerrard. Okay,
Like,
wait,
we
Steven
can't talk
Gerrard.
football right now. The Premier League started in
No,
2
but you
days.
know what? I find like it's so
Canada.
funny because with certain accents, there's certain words you can say. So I believe Sir Steven Gerrard is like the only thing you feel like
Yeah,
you
I can say.
And I say
Nothing
feel
else.
because I still
Nothing
I
else.
still don't know about that one.
Nothing else, eh? Nothing.
All the
Not at all.
Simbaarley is here, and we were 2 minutes in, and we still don't know why he here. 3 minutes in, we don't know why he here. We don't know who Simbaarley is.
We're
Oh, you
just
know who he
happy.
is? Because
we
I
don't-
want to know. He take a whole plane, and we
We're
talk
doing
about
accents.
different language. You understand me? I just want to know how it is the best way to communicate with you. Is he seen? You good?
Yeah.
Everything nice?
Yeah, everything nice.
You understand?
everything
How
nice.
was your journey over here? You know, where you hailing from? Who is Simbaarley? And plug in, you know, your socials and thing one time.
So Simbaarley, what can I say about Simbaarley? Me,
Wait, he just
North
talked about
London
himself
born
in
and
the
bred.
third person, yes?
You know what I mean? North London born and bred. Tottenham's where I'm from. I grew up in Tottenham. That's me in a nutshell.
Afraid to ask.
Go
I know
for
you're going to say something. No, finish the way saying I'll go ask.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead.
My background is Vincentian and Antiguan, and my mother is also Mauritian, so that's a whole different tie-up. I grew up, you know, playing mass, making costume as a youth. Grew up in the Tabernacle. The Tabernacle is a foundation for me because, you know, the home of Notting Hill. So, you know, I grew up in that specific area as well as North London. But yeah, I grew up with culture, same way Annie has, same way you have, same way, you know, I grew up with the culture and I just decided one day to turn into an artist because
I was gonna say because you still haven't told the people what you do. You told them where you're from. Mm-hmm. But I was just like,
well, I am a singer-songwriter.
thank you.
I'm a singer-songwriter. Been doing it now for coming up to 7 years.
I stop in here right there because I read in this thing as singer, songwriter, actor, choreographer, London to Toronto. That's what it say down here. So let me know now.
Yes.
You're lying to me already.
Yes, no, for sure.
lies
So before I turned artist, like I grew up in musical theatre. I grew up on stage. So I went to school for theatre. Trained with very, very solid people in the industry. Got a lot of training from a lot of, credible people, credible sources.
I thought he said credible, yes?
Well, I gotta say, you got your training from Credible.
That's probably rum training.
Rum training, but big up Credible, same way. But no, we so I grew up in the theatre industry first before deciding to move into the whole thing of becoming an artist and representing my culture in that way. I've always had a strong connection through the soca scene in general because of family being DJs and promoters and whatnot. So naturally, I was probably one of the first teenagers really to be in a soca frenzy when he shouldn't have been, really and truly.
No, it had plenty. It had plenty.
I feel like most people that were soca.
Plenty.
As a youth man, I was the man with the flag in the front, like right to the front by the stage. Yeah? So
security was saying, but they don't really see it because they're just looking past. You could have crowd.
And by then I was short. I was.
So you were just holding on to the barriers and thing.
Real thing, just holding on, so just walking and whining and holding on to the.
Oh my goodness! Wow. All right. So you're a Tottenham fan?
No.
Good.
No.
Please and thanks.
Definitely not. Just because I grew up in the area doesn't mean I support it.
That's what I want to ask now. Let me get that out of the way.
But we need to make sure if you're supporting the right team.
Yeah, well,
so
of course.
So who is your?
I mean, brap.
What's your team?
Arsenal.
Yeah, okay.
I can't talk to you.
Now we can hand.
This is the problem I was having with Annie earlier.
What
This is the problem I was having every time. Or she ask me what team I support. I didn't know what team I support. But she just forget me all the time. And I just had to put up with this week after week after. I fed up. I'm tired.
So wait, Annie, who you supporting?
Arsenal.
Okay. Well,
if you ask me who Annie support,
good.
Arsenal.
Good. Okay.
You see, I invest in the people I care about.
Right.
Does Annie do the same? She watching me right now.
Of course.
She watching me right now.
Of course.
So Simbaarley is a singer, songwriter, choreographer, actor, right? Where did that journey start?
You mean
in terms as an artist now?
Yeah.
You're reaching
Why
now,
did you transition from
Sorry,
theatre
as an
production
artist?
into
2019 was the transitional period for me, really. So like I said, I grew up in the performing arts industry since small. So around the age of, I was doing it from like the age of 6, but then I really took it seriously around 14, 15.
Right.
And the transitional period of me becoming a soca artist or a Caribbean artist, a Caribbean creative, was around 2019. 2019 was the year before COVID. And I found myself in the middle of Edmonton, going down to Trinity Brick Productions, which is based in Edmonton. Did my first single through Simply E and Batch. And naturally, it just kind of started to gain traction, gain energy within the local soca scene. And that was kind of how it naturally happened, because I was always writing. I was writing poems, poetry. I was writing raps. I was writing loads of different styles, loads of different things, and naturally I just fell on soca. Just because of my upbringing and how I was born and raised into the culture.
The ancestors call you.
Yeah, well, exactly. Ancestors call it.
Ring,
yeah,
come
you know
on.
what I mean? You have to pick up that
you
call.
have to pick up, yeah.
You have to say, hey, are you ready for that? I say, yeah. I ready. So yeah, man, that was pretty much it. 2019 was the transitional period, and then 2020 was when things started to, like, COVID was a difficult time for many, but I think COVID I definitely used to my advantage.
Most definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, Dominic.
Definitely. I started to, there was a thing in 2019. Who was the artist? Trinidad Madman.
Yeah.
He blew off of a platform called Spot at the time, which was hosted by Cohen Dubois. And yeah, Cohen would do these Instagram lives. He would do these lives, and people would go on an audition. And at first, you didn't really know what you was auditioning for. It was just more so, you know, you wanted to be in links with Cohen, really.
Yeah.
And I found myself at 2:00 in the morning in Enfield, just watching this live.
As I say, it wasn't on Instagram Live.
Yeah, it was Instagram Live. I watching this live strong. I just watching it, and I see people, you know, mention me in it. DJ Kieran was the first person to mention me in it, and was like, "Yo, jump in," and then I see Cohen say, "Simbaarley, who's that?" Okay, I'm getting him just now. And by this point, I was in bed.
Right.
I was in bed.
So you best warm up them.
Dog, I had to throw on a t-shirt.
Why just run on there as if you're not fat?
Dog,
and you don't take off your clothes already?
Listen, I was real panicking. I was just throwing everything. I just, yeah, okay, cool. I know I have this song. All right, let me see if I can play this song to Cohen. Yeah, cool. And then Cohen come on and he say, "Wait, boy, what's you seen?" I say, "Hey."
Hi.
Hello. How are you? So what's your name? My name's Simbaarley. People call me Simba. What do you do? So I'm a singer-songwriter. I've been doing it for 9 months now. Yeah, man, play the song. Yeah, cool. No scene. I play the song, and the man vibing, and he asking me to sing. He listening to the song, and he vibing it, and he saying, "I turn it on. I need to hear you sing. So I start singing the song.
Sing the song there.
Oh, dog, yes, that old song. It was that, "Pack your bag and leave. I don't want you around me no more. You keep stressing me." Hey. It was our vibes, you know. It was a little jump up thing. And Cohen asked me, say, "Wait, boy, you write that?" I say, "Yeah, boy, I write it." And he said, "Alright, cool, no scene. All right, well, send me a DM. We go talk." And I was like, cool. So I send him a DM, and I don't hear nothing for like a month and a half. So I thinking, wait, boy, well, that's me. It's all right. I don't hear nothing, no problem. And it was my father. I was speaking to my dad about it, and he asked me if I heard anything back from the Cohen thing. And I say, "Nah, boy, I ain't heard nothing back." And like clockwork, like 2 hours later, I get an email from Cohen management.
Because his ears was burning them.
It was bad. It must have been.
It was bad talking them. His ears started burning him. I so shocked, boy. I was meant to message back that fella, you know. His ears started burning him.
Right.
You understand? When I show you, it's like, yeah, I had a few things going on. I know, you know, catching up with things. Lie. Ears was burning.
So the man, he get back to me, management get back to me, and what it was initially was a writing camp. So the aim of Spot in the beginning was to bring it down to 10 people, 10 artists or 10 creatives. So there was producers, songwriters, and artists. And so there was 25 of us. That was on this Zoom call weekly. Like it was a weekly thing, like clockwork. Sometimes we would even, have additional calls and stuff like that within the week. But lockdown, like I said, lockdown was a beautiful time because I was working from home. So it was easy for me to kind of navigate into what I needed to do, being in a different time zone to everybody, because everyone was either in Trinidad or Canada.
Were you the only British artist?
Yes, I was the only British artist to get through. So, it was definitely trench work. I call it the trench work because,
because that's the only way you'll understand and grow from the craft.
Yeah, and it was tough because, there was homework. Like the man gave us homework, we had to study certain artists that had nothing to do with soca.
But that's how you learn.
But it was all about, learning how to put albums together, knowing the right song to push at the right time, or, like how to write for a certain artist if you're not writing for yourself. What do you have to do in order to tap into their vocabulary, their mindset, and so I was lucky enough to, get through to all those stages. And naturally the entity of Spot naturally kind of fizzled out, not in a negative way. People became busy with other projects and stuff through the medium of Spot. So naturally it kind of just came to a natural stop. And from there, the friendships with the producers from USVI or from Canada or from the US or Trinidad or whatever. You made those networks. And I'm very lucky enough to to still have, you know, that connection with Kerwin. And, you know, we talk about music at certain points. He'll send me certain things. I've done backings for him. We've written stuff together, you know, so it's been a journey in terms of, you know, where I came from, you know, to where I am now. But yeah, a lot of it kind of started to connect more in that COVID season. And yeah, naturally, it just kind of came to a natural move to go to Canada. So, so yeah.
We'll get to Canada.
I see. I'm not trying to. Yeah.
We don't want to jump back on the flight so soon. Come on, man. Stay here a little longer, you understand? Stay here
I here for the season. I here for the season. I here for the Notting Hill season already.
So when you were part of Spot, did you have a vision or an idea of what you was looking to get out of it? And do you think you got that out of it?
Honestly, it was more so like the vision. I didn't really have a vision per se. I just knew that it was a right stage for artist development.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people think about the industry in a light of, you just need that one song, and that one song can take you, which is true. It can. That one song can. But if you really want to do this thing a long time, have longevity in this thing, then, you know, it's more than just the one song, because you need a...
You think so, man?
Sometimes.
I mean, that you would say that within soca music, though? Within soca or within any genre of music?
I would say within any genre.
I can't say that, you know.
That's
because it have people that have lived their whole life off of one song.
For sure. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I just feel, in terms of me as an artist, it sits right for me to try and give my best in each project, which is why sometimes, like, I don't release soca music or music in general the same way your traditional soca artist does. You know, people will prepare for either Trinidad or Antigua or St. Vincent.
For a carnival.
Yeah, so they'll prepare, and, you know, around September you might get a stack of groovy. And then November, December, you might start to hear power. You know, that's kind of working in the seasons. I don't really personally work like that, only because my vision for the genre, and I would say the Caribbean genre in general, is to put us in a place where we are seen more. And sometimes it's about, for me, sometimes it's about doing the things people don't want to do. So yeah, that's
being seen more as within the Caribbean, with all the genres within the Caribbean, or worldwide.
Seen more worldwide, because I feel, you know, like I hear a lot with artists in the Caribbean. They feel, you know, sometimes if they get that song and it plays on London radio, that's them.
Yeah, that's them.
You know what I mean? But really and truly,
is when they get that song playing in Germany, when they get played in Sweden, you understand, when they get played in those places, then
because England really doesn't have the foundation to propel and support music if it isn't really dancehall. When you really
of course, I agree
really
with you.
see it in that way.
It takes a lot more grounding to get into those into that circle and be have continuity within that circle. It's very, very difficult, because everything is so closed. It may, the perception is it's open. Because of how social media is structured now. When the reality is, it's not. It's not.
So I do have these conversations a lot with different people from different countries and different places, and they're like, nah, boy, once that song comes to London, then that's fine, that's me, and it's like, boy, it's not that simple, because you know, I'm going off of the fact that I was born here. You know what I mean? I was like, as much as I have my Caribbean heritage, I was born and raised here. You understand? So like, I initially started in grime. Like I was writing bars.
I cannot imagine that.
Dog, I was right. When I tell you,
it just makes sense.
I've known you for a long time, but I never knew that.
I was writing bars, like, and naturally the bars moved into poetry, and the poetry moved into spoken word, and like it naturally just started to move for me, you know. But yeah, That's that, man. That's that.
Okay. Well, I really want to know, right? So you're in soca music. You're in this beautiful genre that we have, right? If you had to think back to what song, because we were singing music earlier, you just drop a super P. Super P. But what soca song resonates with you in bringing out the best in you, in your love for soca music and love for the culture? If you had to think of a song, any
time period, any song, anything.
Yeah. Because there are real songs you could choose, right?
Yeah.
But think back to your earliest memories of when you was in soca frenzy.
Right.
You understand, man?
I can even go before that. I can go back to Tottenham High Road, People's World Carnival band. I can go,
which is still alive, eh?
Which is still alive. I can go back there because that was the band I started with.
Yeah.
That's the band I was born into. But the first time I remember, going on the road, and back then, People's World had the backing of Sony BMG and big people. You had Dr. Psycho, who's a RIP Dr. Psycho, big MC. And one time I remember hearing at Marshall Destra is Carnival. And I said,
I hear what you're talking about, right? Let me make it very clear.
I'm going back.
No, you ain't going back.
No, don't worry, I'm going back.
That is when I was already in the fete. And I was jumping up and jumping up watching Marshall and Destra perform that live. That is where he going back to when he was just
but I hear a blend. I was hearing a blend and Dr. Psycho was literally going on judging point. And Dr. Psycho and Mr. Reds, they talking, and it's Carnival coming and then they just...
You see Mr. Reds, right?
Yeah.
And he from Tottenham,
yeah. We can't talk about Mr. Reds. Hey, Reds!
Yeah, I'm a good friend of
But I'm a good friend. You know who Reds is to me? You know who Reds is?
Yeah, but we don't really... I'm not really friend. I'm not really friend because...
You're not really his friend?
Yeah, because of who he supports, and he's going hard.
Listen, that's the only thing I can really gun him for.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I gun him for.
Gun him for, right?
I can gun him for. That's my godfather. So I have the real, understand? I'm my uncle. So, but that's the only thing I got him for. The only thing. Stink. Tottenham is a... What do you think of Tottenham? We can go in there.
Listen.
So Destra, Marshall, it's Carnival.
Destra and Marshall, that was the kind of blend I was hearing. And then I hear Burning Flames coming. And the Burning Flames playing strong, boy. Strong. And I remember crossing Judging Point. At that point, I'm Burning Flames. And yeah, boy. It was anything Burning Flames back then. For me.
So you're saying you're going, do as the Romans do. You understand? With them kind of Burning Flames there. You understand? Okay. All right. Quad ride and thing.
Quad ride. You're right.
Yeah? Are you happier now?
Well, I know the man, no music. It's just that when he started with it, because it gave me a flashback straight away. When he said it's Carnival, I could tell you exactly where I was, what I was doing, who I was doing it with. And how long we was there for.
Right.
You understand me?
Right.
Because we went from Soca Monarch and we went down to Shagaramas because they had another event and we went to Cooler Fete.
Right.
And when from Cooler Fete, we went straight onto a kind of Juve thing right in Shagaramas.
When did you find your home?
Listen, probably like 12 o'clock in the evening. You understand me?
How long was you outside of your home for?
Since 7 o'clock that evening for Soca Monarch.
What does mean the man was doing it right?
Yeah, because them days, once it is we jump in our maxi with all of we and we go down the road, we're not coming back until whenever. We eat doubles for breakfast. You understand me?
Right.
We eat doubles for dinner.
Right.
Doubles for breakfast. Anything in between there, it has to be doubles. Because that's the cheapest thing. A doubles is a dollar.
Way, boy.
You understand me?
Yeah.
You buy KFC. We don't have KFC money.
Yeah.
So you're just buying doubles, and you go. And I never drank alcohol. So I know I can eat 2 doubles, 3 doubles. I lie. 5, 6, 7, 8 doubles. I eat.
I was gonna say 2, 3 doubles. That's not much.
But when you said it's kind of brought back a memory for me that gosh, that was the days.
And you know what? There used to be a mix and. There used to be a certain mix that Mr. Reg used to do. If everyone knows Reg, you've definitely heard this at some point.
So you're saying he just keep that same mix for the last.
This
For the last how many years?
There was a blend that the man used to do. It was his carnival and Leaf will Bizzle Pow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And if you heard that on the road, especially Ladbroke Grove, if you heard that at the top of Ladbroke Grove.
Well, you can't play Ladbroke Grove, Ladbroke Grove today.
Well, no, not today. Back in the day.
Yeah.
If you heard that was like, for me, that was like a staple for Notting Hill. Like a staple, because that was a fine blend of what Caribbean culture is to how it brings the British culture together. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
But that for me was a highlight. But yeah, back then anything burning flames touched me. Like I grew up in an Antiguan household. You know what I mean? Proper. And then we have other staples. I was a big fan of Gabby, Dr. Cassandra. You know, that's when you
big
hear
staple,
that.
And then people just remaking them tunes.
Yeah, boy. Dog, listen, you know, you have US artists sampling thing and doing thing and
straight.
You know, like,
and they ain't paying nobody.
I hope it's properly
don't make me
sampled.
sound like bougie, yeah. Like bougie, yeah.
Boy.
Yeah, but nah, it happens a lot more now.
Yeah.
Because on the flip side, a lot of people know of the Caribbean. A lot more people know of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know, and know of the elements of our culture that they can tap into, and know that we didn't secure it enough.
Yeah.
You understand me? And it's very difficult because you'll have people fighting it down 24/7 now to just get a sample from this, a sample from that. And like when I listen to music now, like new school music, which I don't really listen to very much of it, you know, but what I do, I'm like, well, wait a minute. What really going on here? I used to party to that song 10 years ago.
Of the 90s or the
or
early
you could
2000s.
hear and the lyrics, you know, you could hear it.
Yeah.
You know, and you're saying to yourself,
Or you can hear the same melody.
Just, But then when I look at it on the flip side, if it is we go away to say hip hop, right? The hip hop samples of the 90s were all songs from the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
You understand?
That we
So
have still been sampled from like the 70s, 80s.
But and you know about that?
That's actually one of my favorite like pastimes, finding the originals of each songs.
You learn something new every day.
I thought you knew me.
About Annie.
I thought you knew me.
Hey guys.
Mr.
Boss lady.
Wait, say it again.
Boss lady.
That's how she does talk to me, you know.
Listen, I can't
I'll be today.
Wait.
You understand me? I have somebody else in my corner. Yeah, in my corner. Don't move from my corner. Do not move from my corner, somebody. Somebody. Don't move from my corner.
No.
Don't move from my corner.
Because you say it in a wicked way. He's always called me boss lady from like day one. And it comes from a loving place.
Don't let she
Yours is less loving.
Don't let she change your mind. She's talking about loving and unloving place. You understand? My boss lady is boss lady. Who loves the boss lady? You know anybody love the boss lady? When she call you gotta answer. You understand?
You say,
if she message, yes ma'am, how may I be of assistance to you? Hither. Sorry.
I feel like I'm gonna spend the whole episode just like this.
That is okay. No, the guest is over there.
I know where he is.
The guest is over there.
I
you
know
know.
where he is.
No, so a shout out Soca. We are here. Make sure you like and subscribe and share us on all platforms. If you miss any of our podcasts, check us out.
Yep.
Today we have on the show with us Simbaarley, and he is UK based.
Yes.
And also, well, now he's Canadian based. You know. So should we just ask him what that transition is like?
Well, yeah, that's what.
How much? How much suitcase you pack?
Way boy, I take 2 big suitcases. But ask me if that was enough.
That was enough. Listen, over something in our barrel.
Dog, I should have. Listen, there was one time, it was end of September. And I'm being told, way boy, yeah, no, don't worry, we have one more day of summer.
I was gonna say the transition into winter caught you.
One more day of summer, yeah, it gonna be nice.
One more day of summer. After Notting Hill Carnival, there's no more summer.
No. There's still summer in Canada, boy. There's still summer.
It's Canada, yeah.
Still summer there. So one more day of summer. Melissa say, one more day of summer, don't worry. So I say, yeah, boy, I come out in a shorts and a vest and thing.
Breeze blow.
Dog, it's still hot today, and I come out and I say, yeah, boy, okay, cool. So we go back in the house and I chilling in the house now and I fall asleep, I wake up.
What, next day?
And for some reason it freezing in the house now. It freezing. Something happened nasty. So I go outside and I see in white everywhere. I see in white.
So from summer to snow.
From the heat, from the 29 degrees of heat to the
You should have an oil in your back pocket, boy.
Nah, you know what, dog? I really step up because obviously I went in the summertime, so I pack everything with you. I maybe took 1 or 2 jackets, right?
But you know where you're going.
No, but you know what,
And
boy?
he knows he's not coming back for a long time.
In the moment, I say, yeah, no, boy, don't worry. I go buy thing when I get there. You know what I mean?
Degrees.
I go buy thing when I get there. Don't worry, because we have long time, so I buy thing when I get there.
Yeah, but you're a man, so you probably didn't buy it in the summer when prepare
You know,
for winter.
you have to have a heated toothbrush every morning. Because you wake up and you brush your teeth in the night time, right? And it does not water in there. And you put that toothbrush down. You try to brush it. You have to heat up that toothbrush and some hot water.
Listen, from time I see icicle falling from the roof and thing, and the snow.
Somebody go stab you. You walk
you know what I mean? I see way, boy. You know, the Canadian weather is not a joke. The transition for it can't be. It's not a joke at times. You know. Canada and England very similar, but when it comes to the weather, Canada weather is either really, really cold or really, really hot. There's no really in between.
I agree.
So in what ways would you say it's kind of similar?
In terms like culturally, you know, you have cultural similarities. They have a huge Jamaican, Guyanese, and Trinidadian culture. The same way, like I said earlier about the British slang and stuff, you know, the Canadian slang is very similar to British slang because of, you know, Jamaican culture.
And an African base as well.
Yeah, they have
a
a massive African base. It was a shock to me when I first went there and I see the amount of, for some reason, I don't know why, but it shocked me that I seen like a lot of Trinis, a lot of Guyanese, a lot of Vincies, a lot of Asians. No, you're right, but you know what? Like back then, and that's my British ignorance. I'll be honest. That's my British ignorance. Like, I didn't realize how much of the Caribbean was really, really out there until I really, really went for myself. Like, I always knew about, you know, Canada had a soca scene, but until you really go, Canada have a carnival. They have a, you understand? Carabana, Toronto carnival is an experience in itself. If you haven't been, definitely go and experience it.
But there's play hip hop on the road though.
I was gonna say I've seen it, and I can't lie to you.
You know what? Yes, but in a way they appreciate. And this is just from my experience.
What way is that?
They appreciate the soca, the masqueraders.
I just being devil's advocate here. Yeah,
no, go for it. Go for it.
Just being devil's advocate.
Go for it.
You know, no. In what way would you say that it's they appreciate if it is you're calling it a carnival? It's not really that. It's called Carabana. Sorry,
it's called Carabana, right?
You understand me? It's called Carabana. So, but it's Caribbean based.
Yes.
Right, and it's. The optics is carnival based, right? So then when you have
where does the hip hop come?
Where does the hip hop come in?
Into
that.
You know,
it's not if you're in New York.
Because it is very different to Notting Hill. You know, Notting Hill is a little bit more accepting of the other genres. Whether your opinion.
Stop.
Whether your
because he triggered me.
Let him finish because I'm gonna come through. Let him finish.
Whether your opinion is, you know, Notting Hill is this type of celebration or that type of celebration, in terms of the people that come out, Notting Hill is more accommodating of other people's cultures and other people's genres.
Then Carabana.
Yes, I'm. The reason why I'm going to say yes is because, in terms of the organization, in terms of like the security and how the roads are, how the fences are, the routes that are taken, Canada is very wide. Like they have a lot of landmass. It's very wide on the road, right? So when it comes to the actual parade, yes, you do get stormers,
but you've got more space.
But you have more space to have to if that ever happened, you have a lot more space on the roads. You know, where Notting Hill, if you know Notting Hill, you know there is no zero space. So Notting Hill is more accepting of it because of the way the carnival day, the parade
I get
is
you. So
perceived.
how it's
You understand? So
and almost how it's, I guess, set
right,
up.
because anybody that knows mass really and truly, and I'm not talking about the soca scene, when you look at the wider population, a lot of people will either call it carny.
Please don't
which
raise
is
my blood
vexing.
pressure. So
Yeah, but they will call it carny, or they'll say, or they
It's all right.
or they go into
water.
what we was talking about earlier. You have people that are going to try and secure a phone number, try and secure a dagger, try and secure this, that,
Yep,
which is very, very, very different to what we know as the culture.
Yep.
You understand? So when it comes to the road in particular, that's what I'm mostly referring to. There's a video I have. I'll show you guys later. There's a video I have where I'm on a truck.
Excuse me.
I'm on a truck in Carabana, and either side of me, there's masqueraders everywhere. Masqueraders, or the same way the general public will be by the side of Notting Hill.
Yeah.
It's purely masqueraders.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
so for Carabana, can you still have? Because I've never been. Do you still have the tourists, the visitors, like the spectators coming to watch, but you just have more space for masqueraders as well?
There's certain, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's certain wristbands that you can get as a visitor or a spectator to watch Judging Point in particular. Yeah, you know how in Notting Hill, you know where Judging Point is for us, and then there's that fence, and people just watch along there.
Fence.
There's a fence.
What fence? There was no fence last year. It was masqueraders everybody
I ain't
else.
been in Notting Hill since COVID, so I ain't really seen the development
Savor your
since
memories.
then, right? So, but you know, the judging point position for Carabana, there is a fence and there's stools, like there's raked seating
so
for people to sit down, and they have like visitor wristbands to say, and that's just for the general public. You know, so
they just have a bigger version of what's on the left-hand side of the truck when you come up to Judges Point.
Right.
If you've been to Judges Point, if you've been to Notting Hill Carnival, you know. When you Judges Point on the left-hand side where the judges and them is, they have a small little promenade right there where people could sing. It have a small little stage as well where if it is you really want to flaunt your stuff, you can go up on that little ramp, or if you want to just stay on the road, you can.
But like I said, for Caribana, because they have massive roads. They have a massive stage with a massive lane for like it is something. It's a very interesting dynamic. You know, it's a very
it would be because it would mirror somewhat how Notting Hill Carnival is in a lot of ways. You understand? For me,
have you been before?
I haven't. No, I procrastinated on it too many times already because
would you go?
I would go. However, the issue is it falls on the first weekend or the last weekend of July, the first weekend of August. And it falls literally when it's crop over. Right? Or cardamom. It falls in that time period. So if I had to flip a coin.
It's Kuduman every day.
You go into Kuduman. Yeah, no, I feel
you understand, man?
I feel
and if it is, I had to, because I work with Dr. J and stuff like that before. And he would always say, boy, just come. Just come. You know? And I'd be like, boy.
You're still coming.
I'm coming to come. You know, and I say to myself, if I do go to Toronto, I'll have to go out of Caribana time. And if I make the sacrifice to go, I'll say, right, I'll go Toronto and then I'll go Grenada. You understand me? But that was thinking before COVID time. Now, if you want to make that journey now, I'm not paying $2,000.
Yeah, the prices are crazy.
I'm not paying $3,000. That is absolute madness. You understand me? Before COVID, you'd be paying something like $1,500. Why would I do that? You understand? So now you just have to flip a coin. You know. However, I would make the journey because like I didn't go to Crop Over this year. I decided I'm not gonna do. I could have gone to St. Lucia. I could have gone Crop Over, and I decided I'm not doing that this year. So next year, I'm definitely going.
Next year, we're going to St. Lucia. You can't even deny it because in the last episode you were sitting there with your big chest. We are going St. Lucia. No? I'll show you the clip.
Way boy. And I just,
So we're going St.
at this
Lucia.
point, I just say for the bacchanal. I hear.
I said, people, yeah. Welcome to a show of Soca.
I'm feeling it all.
Okay.
But then
Andy.
we're going St. Lucia.
Yeah, okay. Andy,
My list
yeah.
for next year is a bit crazy.
Yeah, where are you going? Sorry.
I feel like I need to lose my job. And
Crazy.
I
yeah.
don't know what's going on here earlier. She talking about leaving she job.
She had to lose
She
his
talking
job.
about she have a list for next
because
year.
I want to go.
Oh.
I want to go St.
Go if you want to go. Go. Go if you're going.
I have.
Just take an
I have-
annual leave.
I have a
You
five
take annual
night-
leave
You
and
don't
go.
have to leave a job.
You understand
Take
me?
an annual leave.
Take an annual leave.
Yeah,
you
but
know.
I don't have enough annual
If
leave
it-
to
if
hit
it
every
is-
carnival
if-
that I want to go to.
Well,
If
just-
England had to win the Euros, you'd have an extra holiday to go.
It's true. Do you know, I'm gonna start claiming. Well, I am St. Lucian. I'm gonna take the St. Lucian holidays as well to
Wee
tack on
boy,
to my
you know?
British ones.
Way boy.
So yeah, so for you, right?
Uh.
Being in that atmosphere in Canada and the soca scene, what is that like?
Say what?
One word?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
one word.
Electrifying.
Electrifying.
Oh.
Electrifying, I'll go give it. Because, you know, and there are...
I realize you didn't call the Bajan community in Canada, yeah? Because the Bajan community in Canada and Toronto especially is massive.
Listen.
My Bajan family,
Nah,
I have on your back.
Nah,
yeah?
listen.
Simbaarley, I have on your back.
Listen.
Just saying.
Let me
So,
not lie. Listen, let me not lie. Yeah. I didn't realize the first event I went to when I got to Canada was a Soca or Die. If you know about
Oh,
Soca or
yeah,
Die,
yeah, Dr. J's event.
Dr.
yeah.
J's event,
Yeah.
like that was the first, and I never seen so many Trini and Guyanese people in one space.
Yeah.
Like I never seen it.
Really? Even compared to here?
Oh, it's crazy. Trust me.
It's insane.
It's crazy,
It's
yeah.
insane. Like I never
Here,
seen.
that group is so small. Like it's not the
Yeah.
The Guyanese group is small.
Guyanese
small
group-
here.
You only
yeah,
be able
the
to,
Trinis,
if you want to see all the Guyanese, you go
no.
to if you see all the Guyanese, you gotta go to a chutney event.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
You wouldn't see a lot
Yeah.
of Guyanese going to see like Marshall come. You
Yeah,
wouldn't see,
yeah.
You wouldn't you see them in little pods.
They even have certain events. They even have like allocated chutney events with bigger. So like for example, there's an event in Canada called SOS, and SOS will do like a Marshall concert. Will do or they whatever concert they feeling to do at the time, and then on the next day they have a chutney version of that. So they have KID band or they have, you know what I mean? They,
nice.
like, and
Ravi
that,
B
yeah,
and
Ravi
all
B,
That's nice.
that is
You do not get that here.
insane. Yeah,
Rayman
exactly.
Ramna Ryan.
Yeah,
Oh.
right.
You know, them kind of fellas
Right,
there.
so-
I love a bit of chutney. Yeah.
So, in
You do
terms
not get
of,
that here.
I never realized how dominant the Trini and Guyanese in particular, how dominant they would have been in Canada. Ram out, sell out, crazy.
Yeah.
Then you get to like events like Jab Jab Juve or Juve in June, where you see a lot more Vinci, a lot more
Yeah.
Grenada, a lot more Bajans, a lot more, you know what I mean? You see a lot more of them come out. But yeah, those events, actually, if I was to really talk about a particular event that if you ever come to Canada, you need to go to this event. Like you need to go to it. DJ Busby, big up your damn self. Tsunami Wet Fete is one of the best wet fetes I've ever been to.
You ever been to Westford in Trinidad?
I can't say
I
that.
rest my case.
But I'm telling you,
I'm playing
one of
it,
one of the best in terms of organization, in terms of like from the moment you walk into the venue, you know what I mean? It's like a massive feel, but the way you walk in and you have a DJ on your left hand side and they playing as you walk in, and then there's a massive marquee of like people giving up merchandise, and there's food and there's drinks around, and like it's crazy, and then you have a little wet
Sounds
bank
very
in it.
euphoric.
It is.
Yeah.
It's definitely something I've and I don't really talk about events like that ever, but that event in particular, if you was to come to Canada, even if you don't come to Caribana, because Caribana is the day before, is on the Saturday, right? If you come to Canada, you need to come for the Sunday, because Tsunami is something different. Like
You're right.
just in terms of preparation and who he has there and the lineup of
How they cater
DJs,
to
and
you.
yeah, it's euphoric. You said it. hit the nail on the head. It's very euphoric.
I could hear it in your voice. Like you're there right now.
Proper.
You're there right now.
I've been there twice, 2 years.
Don't take off your clothes
right?
and thing and
boy,
and
dog,
we in the studio.
Boy,
it's a wet fit.
Me?
Yeah, it's a wet fit.
What do you mean? The man stops off.
It's a wet fit.
Listen,
are you ready for them thing? It was proper, but that's more so in terms of.
Sorry, Marriage Studios. I'm sorry. If you man take off your clothes, nothing to do with we.
That's more in terms of a feta. If I was to go, I go in as a feta. I'm going to enjoy that as a feta. You know, as an artist, I'm going, but I hold my corner, a little piece, network, talk to the people and whatever. But if I go in, like to say I go in, every time I go in as a feta, that thing there,
that one, you're outside to enjoy yourself.
Outside to enjoy.
Right. So as an artist.
So I was going to say, in comparison, as an artist in the UK and as an artist in Canada, what do you think I can't speak today, similarities and differences are?
Interesting question. So the differences, the crowd here more so appreciates the UK artists compared to the crowds in Canada supporting their local artists.
The Canadian artists, yeah.
When it comes to, I've been to events and I've had events where, the events are advertised for a certain length of time and whatever. And, for an artist like me starting out in that particular soca scene, obviously the turnouts aren't always the top notch. And sometimes because of that, you do find people, holding their corner or chilling on the side or whatnot. But then after you go off stage and you've done your thing on stage, you will have people say, "Oh, bro, yeah, amazing. Oh, yeah, what's your name? Let me get you on socials." And so I would say in terms of supporting a local talent, they're more so a little bit more reserved. However, there are I've never experienced the Canadian artists out there, pretty much all of them have live band.
Oh, really?
And that's the best way?
That is the best
That is the best way?
Pretty much all of them have live band.
That is the best way.
And that live band, they can't play,
Yeah, yeah, that's
they
the
can't
best
play
way.
proper, So, it is a different atmosphere because when you hear drums in a certain way, a certain style, or you hear a bass, or you hear, it hits different, So, I would say they have more of a traditional, nostalgic feeling to when they are performing, because you can just hear it. You can hear the iron a little piece. You can hear, what I mean? You can hear those things. And obviously in the UK, we don't necessarily, we do have that, but we don't have it a lot of the time. We don't have it enough. So those are the kind of differences.
Big up Wonder Band,
Wonder Band. Big up Colin. Colin.
Wonder Band for
big up
sure,
yourself. I mean.
They really try.
I mean, Wonder Band amazing. Amazing. Wonder Band amazing.
To corral all of them.
All of them.
Colin has never be on time, so we'll have to book. We have to tell Colin, if we have to set up a show for 7 o'clock, Colin, 4 o'clock. But 4 o'clock.
But you know what's crazy? That's what I'm saying. So in Canada, obviously we have a staple, Wonder Band. We have Wonder Band. But in Canada, they have
there's multiple.
They have multiple.
Because that's a very thriving scene. To have a live band is a very big thing in Canada all the time.
Yeah. So it's definitely, I definitely learned a lot from being a part of that group of the local Canadian artists there. Just to see how they feel they conduct a stage and how they maneuver around, going head to head solos with a guitarist and singing and all them things. It's definitely when I first got out there, I first went out there on the 19th of July, and I went straight to a live band rehearsal.
Wow,
straight there.
That's what we're talking about.
You know what I mean?
Baptism one time,
boom,
straight into it,
boom, right there.
Come on, it's like, oh God,
oh God, I hear everything. I hear it different. But nice. boy.
That's it. So you talk about, as you step on a stage, right? 'Cause 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 when he came back to London the other day.
I'm sure you did the same thing, no?
Well, I have to show my props to Super Trini Vibes, you know, because it was Super Trini that
don't have to.
play proper, you know. He played
I
proper.
did because it was. So
Wait,
let me be honest, right? It's so difficult, right? It's so difficult to play for UK artists because the reason why when you get their music, you get it on the day. So I don't get a chance to listen to it in the car or wherever it is I go in.
UK
to
artists do
understand,
better and prepare yourself.
No, I'm saying it's the preparation.
Yeah.
And I say it, you know, like when Paja performed just the other day in Reading.
In Reading, yeah.
I had time. I saw his set list. I knew how his set list was running, and then I implemented a few other tunes that I know that would
work with it.
with it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll be able to do that. Now I know that with Just Vibes when he was in South Bank, it was a different thing because all the artists only had like 5 minutes. You understand? And they sent me the songs, and I got the songs literally the night before.
Yeah.
You understand me? When all you knew about it like weeks before.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I would
when did
say
you send your
to
songs?
UK artists.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I'll be so honest with you. I didn't actually know about the bill until I
He had reached,
landed.
he reached,
Okay.
like, he
You're
reached it.
forgiven.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so, but what I'm saying is the preparation goes a long way for us. You know what I'm saying, as DJs. However, I will always give 100% props to all the UK soca artists.
Definitely.
Because it's a very difficult thing to step out on a stage, and most people don't know your music.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing to engage with them.
Yeah,
And then for you to create an engagement is a fantastic thing. Like your song Miss Masquerader.
Oh yeah.
That you did with DJ Puffy.
Yeah.
For me, that's a fantastic tune.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Like it has
Appreciate it.
everything as a tune that would hook people. It just right it.
Appreciate it.
It right it. So don't be discouraged when it is you're not seeing whatever is right in this tunnel
Yeah,
vision
for
here.
sure. For
From
sure.
the while I'm telling you, it's there.
For
You
sure.
understand what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
Because
for
I
sure.
play it on my radio show as well.
Yeah. Big love.
Any artist,
I will give him his props. He does.
any artist that sends me or messages me, even like how you call him, White Boy, whatever his name is.
Why not?
Why boy?
Yeah.
He just sent me his music. They then say, "Yo, bro, can you have a listen and tell me what you think?" I have no problem. Once it's censored, once it's respectful, once it's not pushing the boat all the way out in the middle of the water, I have no problem playing it. You understand me? And I'm good with that. So don't be discouraged. I'm saying this to you as a DJ and as a fan as well. Don't be discouraged.
Appreciate it.
You understand
for
me?
sure.
Keep pushing forward.
For sure.
And when it is here with a live band, get them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
Get them.
feel it.
You have to
Like, feel it. You understand me?
I feel like you do that anyway.
You know?
I do my best too.
I said,
I do
yeah.
my best too. But you know, sometimes you can always, as an artist, you can. Artist is his harshest critique.
Yeah.
So sometimes, you know, like
I mean, not all
in
of
the
you.
moment, I'm going all out. But then
Yeah.
if I watching footage, I could be, wait,
like,
boy,
yeah.
I wish I did that. Or wait, boy, I could have done that better.
Yeah.
Nah, boy. Next
No, but
time,
you could always
know
see
what
what
I
it
mean?
is you can polish
Yeah, for
things,
sure,
you know?
for sure.
Because you'll always want to do better than your last. You understand? However, on stage with Just Vibes, you know, show my Just Vibes family as always.
Big up.
We are always grateful that we can showcase UK talent. You know?
It's important to do so.
It's very important, and as we are a UK podcast, a Shot of Soca, if it is you're a UK artist and you want to come and have a conversation with us,
There's
feel
space
free.
for you.
Message us on a Shot of Soca at a Shot of Soca on Instagram, and Annie more than me will pick it up and she'll respond. Because I doesn't know which way I going with them Instagram and thing. I have like 3 different ones, and I will post something.
He will literally post something, and I'm just
I'm
like,
saying,
why did
why
you
did I
post that
post
on the
this here?
page? He was just like, oh, that was meant to be my personal one. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's meant to be my
We are.
you know. So Annie will respond, you know, because
will respond.
she's the boss lady.
Don't do
Boss
that.
lady.
Hey, boss lady, yeah?
Boss lady,
Yeah,
Annie.
You know. So you're back in London.
Yeah.
And you performed already. You're gonna be performing anywhere during Notting Hill
Yeah,
Camp?
we have some things lined up. You know, I'm on the road. Monday I'm with 2 bands. Monday I'm with Chocolate Nation, and I'm with UCOM.
Okay.
So we will
Good
be
vibes.
getting those PAs proper for the road footage. All we are planning to shoot some Miss Masquerader content on the road.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, that's good.
To kind of get the song more of a push, because I feel last year I wasn't here for Notting Hill, so I didn't really. When the song dropped with Puffy, it dropped on the 28th of July. So I didn't really have the time to really come back to England and really give it the push I wanted to give it at the time. So now I'm back now. I'm really coming to give that a proper push,
Nice.
So yeah, and that was a beautiful record to.
I was going to ask, how did that record come about? Because we've alluded to it a few times now. So how did this?
You know what? It was a. Okay, I'm gonna have to say this first before I even get into that. I have to say this. I was watching a podcast on a guy called Russ. Russ he was one of the not one of the first, but he's an independent artist. Lives off of the income he makes through music independently, solely through him. And he was saying 90% of the time, songwriters will write shit. Excuse my language. 90% of the time, they will write absolute garbage. But the 10% is magic in a bottle. Magic.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, I don't write the best. Or sometimes sometimes it takes me a long time to dig deep or to really find a record, and there's nothing wrong with that. But 90% of the time, it is the struggle, and that is the hardship of an artist, right? That's probably one of the biggest hardships, because you're really battling demons in here. You understand? But that 10% was Miss Masquerader, and I kind of find that in a lovely, lovely point in time of me just getting there. I was watching, was it Kaylee? I think Kaylee, big up Kaylee.
Oh, big up Kaylee.
Big up Kaylee.
We
I was watching
Kaylee.
He was doing remixes of like different songs, and I kind of jump on the bandwagon of doing remixes of different songs. But I kind of came into a place of, what if a small island artist was making an R&B song? Or what if a small island artist was making an Afrobeat song? Or what if a small island artist was making a dancehall? And I kind of did that on my Instagram, and I was like putting that out. I did one on Burna Boy, and that got like 10K views within like the first 2 days. Crazy. And I did the same thing with this. It originally was on an instrumental called Dodo, by, I think the artist is called Take, he's French. And it was an Afrobeat song. So I came up with the concept, and I recorded, and I started to tag DJs in it. Like, I started to tag just to see at the time who would really pull, and
he would,
you know what I mean, who would see it.
He would give it a little forward,
And Puffy seen it, Puffy like it. And I remember watching Puffy like it, and I didn't react. I just, okay, cool. This is nice. And then 3 minutes later, Puffy messaged me, and he say, yo, this is sick. Does it have an instrumental? I said, nah, bro, it has no instrumental whatsoever. I just did it to this beat here. And he said, well, yeah, send me the stems. And I said, word? He said, yeah, man, send me the stems. So I sent him these stems, just so. After maybe two days of it being out, right?
All right.
Sending these stems. And in 30 minutes, the man sent me back an instrumental for the song within 30 minutes. And all I had to do from there was come up with a second verse. And we actually finished the song. The video I put out came in January. We finished the song by the end of January. And we put it out to push in July. So,
nice.
And it was nice also because I had like certain family members involved in it. I had my cousin did the artwork for it. She's an artist, like a actual artist. So that was kind of cool to have her involved. And yeah, Miss Masquerader kind of came from that, and it was a very organic and beautiful moment. And yeah, man, that's that.
That's good. Nice. We like that tune. I do. So make sure you know what? You could tell them where to find Miss Masquerader.
I know, I don't think you've given your socials yet.
I'm doing all this work for you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Simbaarley, Simbaarley, at Simbaarley on all platforms. That is where it is. Stream Miss Masquerader, Simbaarley, and DJ Puffy. Miss Masquerader on all the streaming platforms. Go do that one time. Yeah.
Right, so we get that. Oh, they hear that, right? SIMBARLEY.
Right.
On all platforms.
All platforms.
All platforms.
There we go.
You know, and you want to get involved in that?
I was gonna
we cover it.
Yeah, you covered it. I was gonna add the why, but you said it too quickly. So I have another question to ask you.
Go for it.
Because this is gonna probably go more on our personal conversation. Because this is my real life friend. Like, I love Simbaarley
Gang.
dearly.
Makes sense, right?
Dearly.
Real life on camera.
That's not what I said. That's not what I
Wait,
said.
and you kind of put your foot in that one.
No.
You're on my team, but you're on my team.
No,
You're on my team.
we're
You're on my
not
team.
doing
But it's okay.
teams. We're not
Sorry,
doing
girl.
teams yet. What I meant
Talk to
by
your friend
that-
now. Talk to your friend.
What I meant by that
I
is
need
that...
talk to your friend. That is what I want you to do. Talk to your friend. Somebody call your friend. Somebody call your friend. Somebody call your friend.
Hold my hand.
I holding jackal. Go over and talk to your friend.
And you want to just...
Yeah,
dig my hole deeper.
dig a whole big pit.
No, what I meant by that is obviously we've had discussions about
Yeah.
soca and the trajectory
Yes.
you're trying to go down, and
Yes,
we've had
yes.
discussions about island pop.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, what do you class as island pop?
What do I class as island pop?
Yes.
Anything that is in the mainstream radio pool of the Caribbean market. So, now, like, if you look at like all the catalogs for example, if you was to hear a Shensia on mainstream radio, for me that's island pop because it's popular.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? If you was to hear like a Western, that's, yes, it's dancehall, but it's popular. And it originally, culturally, it comes from the islands.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I believe Hailey and Akel, they're from Grenada. You know what I mean?
Are.
Like, they come from the islands. So anything that is popular in the mainstream radio pool, that, for me, that is what is considered island pop.
Okay.
So whether it has elements of dancehall, elements of soca, elements of reggae, elements of compa, zouk, any those type of elements that isn't hard selling that particular genre, that is what I consider island pop. So, yeah.
Okay. So in saying that, do you see yourself as a soca artist, or is that the route that you're trying to go down and push yourself, or do you want to be more of the island pop where you amalgamate everything
what
together?
I've started to call myself is a
Not Simbaarley.
I am Simbaarley. But when it comes to being an artist, I mostly say a Caribbean creative.
Okay.
Because
so you get inspiration from all
like
areas
I said, even though I grown up with the culture, also I'm British.
Yes.
And that plays a role in
Yep.
in what I am as an artist, you
Most
know.
definitely.
So
Okay.
and I honestly believe, like, you can even hear it in soca music, you know. GBM when last, you know, you can hear I'm a piano in there.
That is, listen,
No,
that
it
is,
is because that's what just she did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That's
Yeah.
like I'm a piano, you know.
Yeah.
And so even though we have those sounds that soca plays and soca has, we are getting and drawing inspiration from other genres. Therefore, why should we limit ourselves?
The year before when he did Mind Off with Lyric, right?
Yeah.
It's literally almost the exact same
Yeah.
thing, right?
Yeah. And that's why I try not to limit myself to just saying soca. Even though I love soca and I will always push soca and I'll always create soca, I do my best to tap in, because sometimes I can get real bored. Not of the genre, but sometimes I can get real bored of hearing similar sounds or similar things, and naturally I need to take myself away in order to tap into other things. You know what I mean?
Well, let me say this. I had a small interview with Freetown Collective, right? And I asked them a question based on people's point of view, and DJ Rocker said, "Well, what is soca? Soca is, it brings you in, you like it, you enjoy it, and then it's shared in whatever capacity, and where it's derived from is many different things.
Yeah.
You understand? So anything that you contribute to Caribbean culture is
It's
soca.
soca.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
not really you're not taking a different part. You're just taking a different route within soca.
Right.
Part and route.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Because it's very interesting you say that, because there's a lot of, so for example, I love the music I grew up on and the artists I listen to. I love their catalogs, but I really, really enjoy discovering other artists and their role within soca music. For example, Jimmy October.
Boss.
Yes.
Boss.
But like
Yep.
boss.
Yeah.
You understand?
Like
boss.
boss.
Yeah, right.
You understand me?
Jimmy October.
Boss.
Boss. You understand?
As a writer?
As boss. You understand? So it's like, it's crazy. You have people like Jimmy October. You have Cal
And Tano
P.
as well.
Tano. You have
Yeah.
Cal P. You have Pronto.
Yeah.
Teja. Before Teja came up with DNA and Hall of Fame, Teja is a real staple for some of the other songs we hear, you know.
No,
Like,
Kateja's been writing for a very long
for
time.
a long,
You know,
long time.
him pretty. Him
Pretty,
pretty. I said it a few episodes ago. But Michael Teja has written so many songs for people that I wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the same thing with Nadia as well. I must talk about
That
Nadia
song
at some point.
we don't beat girl, but we beat Ron Bad.
Yeah, Wadix,
We beat
yeah.
Ron Bad. Wadix.
Yeah.
That was written by Teja.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like there's certain
Even
things.
How I Living.
Yeah, exactly.
How I Living by Fam and Happy.
Exactly.
Michael Teja.
You hear them things.
Yeah.
You hear them things, and it's like wow. There's a lot of freshness in the genre
Yeah.
that is giving a different life to what soca is. And I love him, Jimmy October and Calpi in particular, Pronto as well. I love the route that they are taking because it's kind of bringing that traditional essence,
Yeah.
but taking it into
In a
places that
modern way.
won't really
Really,
necessarily
yeah,
hear it.
yeah.
And
Because they're on the same route as how, and I must give my props to Freetown Collective.
for sure.
Because they have made sure that they have a space to go into. Because when Freetown had their concert not in London, in Trinidad, Jimmy October performed.
Yeah.
Tano performed. You understand me? And it was fantastic that they could just be in that element and just share
Yeah.
you know, their positioning within the culture.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, as a lover of the culture and lover of soca music, and knowing that you're in between the UK and Canada and still talking about these kind of artists, I know we're going somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
I know we're going somewhere.
For
good. You understand me?
We have to, and you know, those types of artists are really, like I said, a lot of people in the industry might not have heard of them yet or experienced them yet.
Yeah.
But
They've definitely heard their music.
they've definitely
Even Cortain as well.
Yes.
Cortain could really sing.
Oh, crazy.
Sing, you know.
Crazy.
Like sing.
Crazy.
You know, like how Simbaarley could sing. How I could sing. When you have singers, not no auto-tune,
Yeah, boy.
they could sing.
They
Yeah,
can
boy.
sing.
That is live band.
Yeah,
that is
live band thing,
people.
huh?
Yeah, that is
Live
live band
band
people.
thing.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Live band. Sorry.
But no, I honestly, I love the fresh wave of artists coming in, you know, even in the smaller islands, you know, even like St. Vincent, Antigua, you know, there's a lovely wave of people in like Grenadans or been supporting their youngsters from long time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
You know, long time,
Yep.
you know. But it's very lovely and refreshing to see that there are up and coming artists coming up and
Even no, go ahead. As you say that, right? I also had a short interview with College Boy Jesse,
Yeah.
and he spoke about Grenada, and they having a youth soca monarch and a youth calypso monarch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You know, they
Oh,
have
that's
that, and he said he was so blown away as to how it is they're tapping into the culture and
it's
tapping,
good.
getting young people into
Yeah,
the
yeah,
culture.
yeah.
It's good.
And it, once again it hurt because it's not the exact same way all the way through the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You understand me? But right now Grenada is at the forefront of creating those
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
that next group of
But
artists.
Grenada is
Yeah.
very good, I think. in supporting their local
Yeah,
artists?
Grenadians love to support. Like I even said the other day, I said Grenadians support Grenadians 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
You understand me? No matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yep.
That is one island. When it comes to the soca music,
Yeah.
that spice
Yeah.
never stop.
Never.
We in
Never
Trinidad,
stop.
we always on some kind of foolishness. We
Yeah,
argue
yeah.
with one person about this. We frustrated about somebody else about that.
Yeah.
We don't like this. We don't like that. When it's just love.
Yeah,
It
for
is just
sure.
love.
You understand
For
me?
sure.
Just love.
I can't wait to experience that spice master.
Oh, I
I
can't-
can't wait.
Yeah.
I
That
need to go
G&D
back.
waiting for me, you know. That airport waiting for me, you know. Come on.
So next year I'm gonna give up my job and I'm just gonna island.
You don't need to do that, boy. Annual leave it.
I don't know.
Annual leave it. You
Yeah.
understand? You like
And
that
you
one?
have a
Eh?
sugar
No.
daddy
Annual
somewhere?
leave it.
You have
no,
a sugar
but
daddy or
I will
something?
take applications.
How you? How you just saying I'm just going to give up my job?
gonna
like,
give
who
up my
paying
job,
your
sir?
rent? You have a car, nice car outside.
No, because
Who paying for
because
I mean, what are you doing?
I want to go St. Lucia. I want to do Barbados. I want to do Antigua. I want to do St. Vincent. I want to do Trinidad. I want to do.
You're buying a dinghy boat or something and you're starting the road
That's why I
from
said I
now
need
for
to
next
leave
year?
my job because I
It is
have
you're
to
paddling
do
out there from now.
I feel like I need to.
We
I'm
don't
gonna
see
leave
you
in
Christmas, so
February.
she starts in January.
I'm gonna leave in
Oh, yeah, I see you in
February.
Trinidad. And she just.
You understand me? Do so you see, I need to step up the boat. It's only biceps.
I need to go Trinidad now.
Yeah,
I go see you there. I go see you there.
Understand
After
me?
this episode, I'm out. If I'm not back,
She start talking
I'll
to
tell you the
flying
reason why.
fish when she passes through Barbados and shit. I say, hey, well, give me a little push down the road now. Give me a little pull. I need a little pull.
Boy, boy.
Tote me down the road now. You tote me. Honey, that what going on?
But yes, Zed.
All right, okay.
There's so many
All right,
islands. I
send
want
a
to-
postcard, eh?
Yeah, for
Actually, you know
sure.
what? Write my letter, put it in a bottle and just fling it out in the sea. I'll
gonna
get
catch
somebody
it.
to pass and pick it up.
Boy.
Oh gosh.
God.
So if you had to get an artist to work with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like right now,
Yeah.
any of the mainstream soca artists, who would that be?
Oh, that's a good question.
So it's interesting because
This is a very interesting
You already have something
conversation.
in the works already.
I've some
After the
things
video
I can't
call,
really
after
talk.
the video call we had, this is a very interesting
So,
conversation.
so there's some that it was been a dream of mine to work with some of them in that way. And some of them some of it's in the works, so I can't really divulge too tough, but I know for sure in terms of the main artists, I've always wanted always to work with Kerwin for sure.
Yeah. So he's a lyricist.
When I'm a
Crazy.
face.
I've always wanted to work with Kes in whatever capacity that may be.
Yeah. Even you just go, ooh.
Yeah, ooh, in the back, in the back,
I mean,
in the back. I don't mind. But yeah, no, I've always wanted to work with Kes and Kerwin, and more so after when did that song come out? 2015, Bubbling, GBM Neutron. I think it was 2015. I think
Bubbling.
bubbling, just bubble, bubbling,
Yeah,
no trouble.
25th.
Was it?
Something. It was either 2015, 2016.
2016.
Yeah.
Right. Ever since I heard that, I've always wanted to work with GBM.
I
For
do love
sure.
them. Like, yeah.
Yeah. But in terms of mainstream, those three.
Because they're along your harmony.
They have a they have an
A sound that
extensive
works with
groovy
you,
thing.
yeah.
More so, I would say more so Kes in terms of his catalog and the music he's currently making. It more so fits along my my realm of things. Yeah.
2013.
Was it
Bubbling.
2013.
Oh.
Yeah,
God, boy.
2013. Yeah, Neutron.
Neutron.
Yeah, that was before he
Bubbling.
turned to GBM.
Oh, it was Neutron. Yeah, it was
just
Neutron. It was
yeah?
Neutron
Yeah,
before GBM.
2013.
Big up. That's a big tune, eh?
All right, well, let me stop and take a little shot of soca now.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Let me take
For
a little
sure.
shot of soca. I
Little
don't know.
Like, Mel,
I
take your
mean,
shot.
Yeah, let me take a shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody,
Right
you know,
it.
shout out to Mara Studio, shout out to Carib Culture. We're
Yeah.
taking a shot of soca.
Was it a good shot?
I think it's strong, boy. We bring this from Canada?
Yeah, boy.
This from Quebec.
Yeah, no.
Quebec.
It's,
It come from?
it's from Toronto. It's from
Where was that,
Toronto.
huh?
It's from Toronto.
Not from Newfoundland?
No.
I was-
You understand what them people be saying? You can catch that? You can catch that?
Well, you can't now.
But you proper.
I know my
boy.
thing. I tell you,
proper.
I meant to go there a long time. A long time I meant to be there.
For those of you who don't know, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Wait, say it again?
Newfoundland, yeah.
They speak like if a Canadian and an Irish person.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it just
it's a crazy.
and you won't believe how cold it is up there. Up
Yeah,
on that
boy.
part there.
Yeah, boy.
Not built for people like me now. I go in there. And
So some parts I can never. Hey, listen, Newfoundland, Calgary, which is on the other side.
sorry, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not touching that.
Yeah. No, you have to touch it. You gotta let them speak to them in a different language.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't. Talking is not the problem.
Yeah.
It's the weather.
It's the weather.
It's the
Yeah.
weather.
You're
Because if Toronto cold as it is, you think I go in where the snow is more? Crazy.
You understand? Definitely. If you go
Crazy.
Calgary or you go Newfoundland, you'll be like, hey, hey. That means
Yeah, eh?
language. Hey, hey.
You good, eh?
Hey,
Yeah, eh?
hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey.
Big up the Canadians
That's
one
it.
time. Big up the
Actually,
Canadians.
I'll never forget learning about Hey Hey from watching Brother Bear. It was
the moose.
Yeah,
The-
the moose.
is it the moose?
Yeah, watch
Yeah.
them two moose on them.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah. Hey, hey, hey. We
Is
might
it-
hey.
What do you
hey?
mean? Eh? You shut up.
Like Brother Bear.
You shut up.
Yo, you shut up.
All right, sorry guys. Let me be a myself. Let me be a myself here.
That's the first time I heard about Canada too. I can't even lie.
That's the
That's
first
the
time.
lie. That's the
No.
first time.
I first knew about Canada from a show from a long time. You understand? Where he was a Canadian Mountie. You understand? Right? That is the first time, and I used to watch it from since I was in Trinidad. I used to watch the show. You understand? And he crossed the border into America, and he was still a Canadian Mountie, dressed up as a Canadian Mountie in his red and boots and everything. But he was a police officer in America
Oh mad.
with his wolf.
Crazy.
With his wolf.
With his wolf.
Oh, wolf.
Crazy.
You understand, man? It was a whole show.
I would
understand me?
always, anytime I'm in Canada, I'd always, because obviously my natural UK accent will come out. Oh, you're from London, eh? Oh, you watch that Top Boy, eh? You know about that? You know about that Top Boy?
The laughter I'm
You know
hearing
about-
is making
Hey,
me.
you think I joke? Hey, over there, excuse me, miss. Am I wrong? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Hey, that's
Tell me
it.
if I'm wrong.
That's it. Listen,
You're from London, eh?
don't come for me, eh? Don't come for
Listen,
me. All
you're not
right?
the Canadian now. It's
We-
this
Listen,
one.
I'm
Listen.
serious. Oh, you're from London? Oh, so you watch that Top Boy. You know about Sully and Duchesne and them? You know? Like, from
Top
somewhere.
Boy?
I can't lie, your
You know-
accent has got me so confused. Like,
You
I'm
know-
trying
Listen,
to.
it's because
I'm telling ya.
But he's easy to do it because he's from the UK, so a little bit of the Tottenham slang will be able
No,
to
I get
naturally
it, but I just don't believe
naturally
that's
go
what they
there.
sound
I
like.
tell
If you
not,
want,
hey,
if you
listen,
ask me,
not all of them sound like that, you know. It's not all of them that sound like that.
I know.
It's a niche.
Yeah.
It's a niche. Like that's like a Toronto slang type thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Anybody
Like
from Toronto, you need to let us know.
Tell me if
does
I'm
this
wrong.
sound like you?
if you see the man,
go if you go to Scarborough Town Centre, you go to the Bramley City Centre. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Right.
Where's all the watch the Canadians come out for you now?
Listen,
You go hear that, you know. You go hear
So
that.
I need to ask you another question. Do you consider yourself a Canadian artist, or are you still a British UK artist?
I'm an artist.
So you don't differentiate,
I'm an artist.
because you know how some people
Why
will
you
say,
want to throw the man
It
out of the
don't-
whole
it
country?
don't-
You just say you over there.
No, you know what it is?
Take everything over there. Don't
You know
don't
what
bring
it
it
is?
back here.
I'm
No, I'm not trying to do
I'm a
that.
British creative that just moved to a different place.
that is fun.
You understand? So-
That your friend. No?
I'm an artist, you know.
Somebody, that your
I
friend.
I
no?
just make music. It
You're your
don't matter.
friend. You're your friend train.
Oh, don't throw him
Your
over
friend,
here.
boy.
But we know how, like, the UK artists, whether they were born here or not, if they reside in here now, they will class themselves as a UK artist. So that's what I wanted to establish.
No, you're right, because you know there was a influencer that they did like a video on me, and they said, "Oh, this is Simbaarley, and he's a Canadian artist. He's here in Canada
Yes.
making
Yeah.
soca and making this music and da-da-da." And
Did
listen,
you correct
how
him, or
how
you just said,
no,
"I
Big
know"?
stone.
listen.
Through the glass.
Nah, not at all. Not
Big
at all.
stone.
Not at all.
If it was me, so that's like I live in here.
Yeah,
You understand
yeah.
me? And you'd be like, yeah, Super Trinity is from the UK. I reside here. Where am I from? Who am I? Ask me that
you're
question.
Right, you're right.
Yes, I'm
You're right.
Watch me.
But you know
big
what?
stone.
But you know what? It's a
Correct them. Correct them. I'm telling you. Let them know every single time.
That's
let
why
them
I
know.
had to
Yeah.
see. You were saying
Let
that
them
I wasn't-
know.
No, I
that's why
feel
I
it.
needed to ask the question.
Don't let them assume.
I feel you. But you know what? For me, it's what. However you find my music, and the reason why I'm relaxed on those sort of things.
Don't relax. Don't relax.
I feel it. You see, I have my best interest at heart. You know, I have my best interest.
My voice
I
coming
don't
out.
know if he's got your best interest or not.
The bass in my voice coming out.
He's just vexed because
But-
he didn't want to be classed as British. He
No,
doesn't
no,
want
you know what? No, you know what?
Can't class me that.
It's however you come across me, whether like I've had people that come across me in Trinidad and they say, "Oh, he's a Trinidadian artist." I'm not from Trinidad. You know what I mean? I'm not from there. But if all you find my music in that pool,
Yeah.
if all you find my music in that way, take it how you want to take it. I will correct you guys, but I'll correct it in the right time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a
In the diplomatic
like I like
That
to,
is you, brother.
that's me.
That is
That's
you.
me. That's me. That's
See
me.
that?
But you own it.
Watch me.
You
Oh,
own
wait,
it.
wait,
Right,
wait,
big
Sam, hold up.
wait. Okay, it's not ironed, but it's
Crazy.
I got my flag today. Wait, look at
You have to know how to make it
Like-
flick.
How do you flick
Because you did. You're a flag novice,
I
Annie.
think I flicked my. No, I hit
You have no
myself.
kind of
I
flag
hit myself.
training.
I don't have
You
flag
understand?
training.
This is the first time
Yeah,
she ever
yeah.
bring a flag.
You have to get the-
on a shot of soca.
You have to get
She
the-
have no flag.
Wait.
You have to know how to flick it. You understand me? You know how to
Yeah,
flick it out,
right
you
there, right
know,
there,
you
right there.
understand?
Right there.
You- Annie, you're holding it wrong, all kind of thing. You know, it's not a bat. You're not playing cricket. You understand me? You have to hold it. You have to have a little bit of finesse. You understand me?
finesse?
It's just watch the index finger and the thumb, and you just go out there and you just say, "Hey, hold that in your crook."
I got
man
wrist.
say-
I got wrist slash.
The man say you're not playing cricket, but he holding it like he holding like cricket
No,
ball.
the
You ready?
The
to
man
hold a
is
cricket ball
about
is
to-
so.
No.
I only using 2 fingers. You understand
Right,
me?
right.
And the wrist. You understand
Flick
me?
of the
And
wrist.
You're right there.
Fre-
You understand me? You're
Your
right
mother-
there. You're right there. And you see it all in a straight line?
Right.
Straight
Proper.
line. You understand
Proper.
me? Recoil safe.
I will learn flag etiquette.
Yeah,
at
please.
But
that.
can we just be proud that I brought it? Next week it will be ironed.
Bring this whole
Step by
whole
step.
thing-
Well done.
bring this whole wrinkle up thing in the
Well
studio.
done.
Yeah.
I didn't bring my flag. I have my flag in my heart. My 2 flag.
Oh, backwards. Let me flip this way. Don't blow my flag. Don't blow my flag.
St. Lucia.
Just
sir.
so,
Big
right
up
there.
Cash.
All of a sudden, she just feels
Big
she
up,
never
big
bring
up
us-
Soufre. Big up Cash
you
Trees.
know?
Big up the Lucians.
Anyway, Simbaarley,
Yeah,
we're in 2024.
digressed.
I know
Yeah.
you have things in the pipelines.
Yes.
You know,
definitely.
what you're most excited about?
At the moment, I am working. I can actually talk about this. I'm very excited to talk about this. I'm working on an EP with Cool Blaze. We are working on an EP, having some big artists potentially on some of the projects as well. And hopefully we will be releasing that for Miami Carnival, which is in October. So we are definitely working on music. We are combining the elements of soca, dancehall, amapiano. We're doing a lovely fusion of different sounds and different things. Also, you'll be seeing a lot of writing from me for other artists this year. I've decided to kind of branch out a little bit more to kind of solidify myself in the industry.
That's how you're gonna learn more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So yeah, you'll see a lot of writing in those little credits written by, background vocals by. You'll see a lot of that co-produced by.
Yep.
You know, so definitely we are heading in a trajectory that is going this way. So
Okay.
yeah,
We love to
We're
see
going
it.
so.
so we have to go soon.
We love to
We
see
can't
it.
go.
But we're not using Annie's route though. Don't quit nothing.
No.
Pay bills.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
I
not
didn't say,
even.
no, wait, I
I'm
didn't
not
say
even
don't
doing
pay your
that. If
bill. I
anything-
just said
Don't look for Miss Masquerader. You understand?
I'm trying to be Miss Masquerader.
Please, Simbaarley, don't leave the job.
Nah, boy. I go stay
Please.
there. I go stay
You
there.
understand? Me things hard out
I need
here.
it.
We don't know what Annie formula is, but don't use it.
Listen, I don't know what my formula is yet, so yeah.
Sorry,
We'll figure it
Nah,
out.
boy.
Me and Annie good. Yeah? Don't worry, we good. Be safe. Everything is alright. Annie, we good, right? Annie, we good?
Oh, she not say nothing.
She didn't say nothing. That's okay. I know we good. I know.
I think they
know.
They if you watch the podcast regularly,
you know,
they know.
If we ain't good, then we still good. That's what Usher sing, right?
Usher
sing, right? Yeah, Usher sing that, right?
Yeah. We go pen it. We go pen it properly. We go pen it.
Good.
So,
but yeah, man.
For 2024,
yes.
Do you have a favorite soca song so far?
For 2024, do I have?
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I was gonna say because you have to pick one. So
I do. I do. At the moment, GBM Neutron, I like it. I like that.
I like that.
Yeah. I like that.
That's a nice tune.
That is a. I hear it. I heard it on the train coming back from Hull.
I was trying to think, do I know that song? I must.
And yeah, I was like, woof. Something is so simple but so effective, you know.
That's
like,
GBM to a T.
Yeah, it's so
because the musical flow behind the actual lyrics, that has hook you. You understand? And he's been doing that for a very long time. You know, like I played a song from him and Milko from Carnival 101 it's called.
Yes.
Carnival 101. Like you listen to that song, you just close your eyes and you'll know the lyrics because of the way how the song was mixed up, you know? GBM is a boss.
Yeah.
You know, so
sweet,
so that song that you put there, as well as all of your music, is going to be on a Shutter Soca
playlist
that Annie is meant to add some songs to.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Do you not listen? I don't have energy for this today. Don't do this today. Don't do this today.
Just saying. You know. So if you want to find Simbaarley music, you could find it on a Shutter Soca playlist on YouTube. There's a link to with it for Carib Culture, and there's also a link with it if you find Super Trini Vibes YouTube as well.
For sure.
All right.
Mad.
You know, so that's all I'm going to say about that. You understand me? That's all I get to say about that. So you're hitting any fets for Notting Hill Carnival?
You go catch me. You go catch me for sure.
No, I wouldn't be there.
Well. All you can catch me.
Yeah.
I outside.
You're outside.
We here.
You're outside. You're pelting waist.
Yeah.
In front of the stage.
Yeah. Well, on top of the stage.
On top of the stage.
I climbing thing. I originally as a climber, I used to climb bus stop and all type of thing. As a climber.
Wow. Okay. So you usually one that's spending my taxpayer.
People get up there.
It's called climbing.
Strength.
It's called climbing. You just pull yourself.
Remember that
up.
video where the man says strength, no weakness.
So you feel what? You feel it's like Batman. They have a grappling hook.
Yes.
And then they attach this thing and they
You have to
go up.
Now you have to get a belt, right? You have to get a belt.
Yeah, that Batman belt.
So what if I try to do this year at Notting Hill and I bust my ass, I'm coming to blame.
Listen,
no, don't blame me.
I would say
don't blame me.
Is it not advisable?
Blame me, Rom.
I would say to each and every person that listens to this podcast this evening, or at any point in time you listen to this podcast, if you see Annie on top of the bus stop, right?
I did not put myself there.
Leave she right there.
Now help me get down
Leave
because
her
whoever put me up there has probably
there.
left me.
You understand me? Leave her right there. Don't even bother.
Right there.
Don't even bother. All right? So, before we finish, we should talk about the carnival calendar. You know, the fete calendar for Notting Hill Carnival.
Let me see if I can bring it up. Do you know what?
And
Big up Digger D.
I wanted to say that.
No.
I wanted to say that.
No, that's my friend.
Listen,
Big up Digger D.
that's your friend? That is my partner. That's my partner. Your friend. Like, you have enough friends like somebody right here, so I can have a friend? What idiot is this?
I'm actually trying to find
check out his website, Digger D Presents. Check out his SoundCloud. He has many mixes of all the Caribbean islands and the music that has been coming out for 2024. Make sure you check it out. It's playing non-stop in my car. No lie.
Man.
It's playing non-stop in my car.
And something that's very
Big up Digger
useful
D.
for Notting Hill, he has, I would say, I can't say it's a full, but it's a very exhaustive.
No, it's a full calendar now. The full
I
calendar
don't know if
is
it's
just
full calendar because there may be
it's
one or two events
I trust Digger D and I stand by him. And I will say to you, if you go and you see, he says it's the full calendar. It is the full calendar for Notting Hill Carnival 2024. You understand me? Whether you're going Marshall or you're going Nadia.
Ooh.
You understand me?
I don't even think that happening no more. No.
Listen, I don't know now. I don't know what's going on.
We'll see.
I don't know what's going on. But at the end of the day, I am happy that the attraction for artists is of those carnival artists coming, and they're able to.
That is something very, very, very lovely.
Don't get me wrong, it used to be, it was that way for a long time, and then it slacked off, and obviously during COVID, wasn't that way, Bungee Garden was a staple. All the time he's here. Looking forward to that. Michael Teja was here last year. I went to see when he had that one song last year, but him coming back this year with 2 big hits. You understand me? Plus his new song Tabanka.
Tabanka.
Big tune. Big tunes. If you hear Tabanka, listen to me. You ever heard Tabanka? Yeah, let me ask Annie, because Annie might.
Tabanka is that serious
Annie
thing.
might just start to go.
Tabanka is that serious thing.
That's serious thing, brother.
Serious thing.
But don't worry. So make sure you check it out. Digadi Presents on his check out his Instagram as well. Digadi Soca. And check out the full fet list. There's events. Just as we have free events on the Carnival Friday, we're in Brixton. From 4 till 10, we have a free event. Then we have an after party, a Carnival Friday party at the Dog Star. 2 floors of music. We have a mixture of genres as well. And then on the Carnival Saturday, just as we have another event where bringing a big melting pot of the Caribbean, and we have DJs passing through from Europe, from America, from the Caribbean, just passing through to bless the place. And there's Caribbean food as well. I ain't gonna tell you who the chef is, but there's Caribbean food as well. If you want doubles, come down the road. If you want doubles, if you want bus up shot, come down the road.
For $1,
Carnival's you're busy.
For $1.
Carnival's like, and I know, sorry, Fireburn selling doubles for $1 over here. Why? Things hard out here, Things hard out here. But make sure you all check out the full fet list.
On the full fet list, I'm checking it now. We've got events starting from today. So Wednesday.
No, wrong again.
What do you mean?
It started since Sunday.
Can you excuse me?
Morning.
I'm talking about the fet list. What is the first event there? Yeah, go find your glasses.
It's updated. He updated that on Monday.
I just
He updated it on Monday.
Let's not do it.
Morning.
On the podcast.
I can't do this.
It starts from the beginning to mid of August to the end of September. So there is a whole month's worth of activities for you to revel in if you would like to.
The way you go down there, I like that.
I'm not whining right now.
He's just getting upset.
I'm not whining
He's
right
like
now.
to make out like I'm
nah, boy, don't worry, we outside.
Morning was nice. Morning was real nice.
You
understand me? And Will Stepan, Will Stepan Day was fantastic as well.
Yes.
And there's and don't forget Panorama. If it is, you could go and support Panorama.
Please.
I'm
actually going this year.
That's something we should have spoken. Panorama.
It's a different and the way how these bands are putting an emphasis on it now, and we could always go straight from Panorama straight into talking about no Juve this year.
Boy.
Okay, I don't think we have time for that one.
You don't have time for that, but if it is you want a Juve, you gotta do it in your backyard.
Yeah.
You understand me? Or just go Dreamland.
Let's
go Dreamland.
Can we clarify? Because some people are getting mixed messaging. So the morning Juve that happens
is cancelled.
That's the only thing called Juve.
No, but wait, because some people think the Carnival Sunday.
Yeah, let me correct them right now.
So that's why I'm saying let's correct
Juve
them.
is only at one point in time.
What time is that?
That's how you open Carnival.
What time is that Juve?
Carnival Sunday morning usually at 5 o'clock.
Right.
Until about 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
That is Juve time. After that,
the message
is Sunday Mass and Children's Mass.
Right.
Yes. So the message that Notting Hill Carnival Association or committee put out was that Juve, the morning Juve, has been cancelled.
Raise my blood pressure now.
Why
does do that to me?
So what people think is Juve, which is Children's Day, Sunday, that's still going ahead. So if you've got your Whatless package, if you've got your Island Mass, your whatever band you're going with, that is still going ahead. It's just
but the main issue for that and is people don't read. People don't read nothing.
You're not reading.
Let's start. No, let's be fair on them, because the first message that Notting Hill Carnival put out was quite confusing. They just said it was cancelled.
They said,
but in the actual post, but this is what I'm saying. People read the picture. People read the actual Instagram picture.
People read the picture.
Yeah. They read the They read the Instagram post.
I get you.
They didn't read what's underneath the post.
They
had
read
all the information.
They did not read the post.
Right.
You understand me? There's them people that there's been macroing. There's been macroing and there's coming halfway and feel they know the whole story. Go and macro properly from start to finish. Go and talk to all the neighbors and I'm up and down the street. And then they gonna know where's the real scene.
Come back and tell us, but yes.
Raising my blood. You know what?
I'm not trying to raise your blood pressure. I'm just trying to provide clarification.
Don't make excuses for people that don't mind business properly.
No, it's not mind people business properly. It's just that some people do not know the full ins and outs of Notting Hill Carnival because they didn't know that there was a morning duvet in the first place. That's the first point. The second point is Sunday Carnival.
And you ever played our morning duvet before?
I actually haven't. I can't lie to you. The maddest thing is that I was going to do it this year.
And he wasn't going to.
No,
and he would be sleeping in bed. And he was going to fit. And she'd be sleeping in a car.
I wasn't going to sleep in my bed.
And he's not. Watch me.
I was going to be outside.
And he was not going to be in a juvie.
I was going to go from
and he's not getting up
to Panorama to something outside.
Somebody, let me tell you, right? That's your friend, right? And you like to sleep or she don't like to sleep? I rest my case. She can't even fight it, you know? She loves she sleep. If you say Annie, well, don't bring woman and man into this. You keeping it strictly on Juve and Carnival.
No, because you're making it about me now.
We're not doing about you, Annie. I never say woman. I'm not going on that road. I love all the man. Okay.
We like our sleep because we need to be well rested to look good and pretty to step out. So yes, ready. Go on. What's next?
Nothing next. Simbaarley, it was a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad that you was able to catch up with your friend and thing.
For sure.
You understand me?
Big up my friend, Boss Lady.
Yeah, Boss Lady.
My Simbaarley.
You understand? As I said to you before, keep pushing forward.
100%. 100%.
Keep, turning the pot nicely.
For sure.
For
sure.
If it's callaloo, you understand me? If it's crab and dumpling,
right?
You understand me? If it's bourgeois, you understand me?
I be a pilau.
I don't pilau.
Hey, listen, we say differently and stuff.
Oh yeah. I know they say different. You say Vincent.
You see.
That's why my Vincent. Let me just start.
What you say? You say chinette or guinea.
But then when you talk to a guy, it says dung oil.
It's not oil.
I need to say this before we go. I need to say this.
Okay.
Oh yeah, listen to this, right?
Wait.
Go ahead.
Go on.
No, you go ahead.
No,
you go. Then I go. Then you go. Then I go. Then you go. Listen, let me say this, right? I was in Reading with Pajot.
I knew Pajot was going to be pointed. That's what I was going to say. Please let the man rest.
No. Well, you're the rest in peace now because I was on stage, right? Here's a rest in peace now or peace in rest. I don't know whichever. But
I'm sorry.
Listen, we on the stage and I say, you have a fella, he's coming to represent Guyana. You understand what I'm saying? And down there, them may say chicken curry, but we know it as curry chicken. So when I start saying curry chicken, he and the mic in the back saying chicken curry. So now at the end of his performance, he said, all right, I want to settle this now and forevermore. Right? He said, I want to settle this now and forevermore. Do you believe it's chicken curry? If you feel it's chicken curry, make some noise. Crickets. Crickets. I didn't say, if you know you love curry chicken, done. He walk off the stage. Done. That is the day.
But that is the way to
argument done.
That is the way to end our set.
That is the best way to do a census. You understand me? Census is done. You understand me? So shout out to Pajot. You know, and that's your bedroom.
Yeah, that's my bedroom. Big up Pajot. Big up yourself, boy. Big up yourself. Up self big. Hey.
No, behave.
Sorry, Guyanese family, don't come for me.
We love her.
But you know it's a love. It's a love.
592, right? 592. 592. We love her.
I'm not involved in this.
Of course not. This is the first time you bring a flag. You're still not even sure going on with you. Oh yeah. Shout out Soca. Simbaarley, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Make sure you like, share and subscribe.
Yep.
Shout out Soca. And if you see you on the road for Notting Hill Carnival, just say hello. Shout out to all those that yes. Shout us out wherever. Yep. And remember, if you hear a Soca song, don't keep it to yourself. Let somebody else hear it too now. You understand me?
Yep.
If you hear Miss Masquerade and you like it, Like it.
And then
And
post
share
it
it.
and tag Simbaarley
And
because
share it.
and
Right.
DJ Puffy.
Alright.
So we
And
know.
masqueraders, if you feel you need to show off your costume, you know what song to use.
It's true. The
you know
song
what I
is
mean?
there for
Now
you.
Song
you
is
see,
there
now
for
you're
that.
just triggering again. I'm using these words just because I've been watching all that stuff on social media and that word, no trigger and that word is so bad, you know.
Yeah.
That word is so bad.
What?
Well, that's another topic for a different time, Annie.
We've got a few topics for next time.
Yeah, cheese and ages.
The next episode, we've got another amazing guest coming in.
Mm-hmm.
She will be amazing.
Yeah.
And then we have, that is you, darling. She's sitting back there, so.
She over there, so. You understand? She's taking notes.
Next episode, we're going to rotate Simbaarley
Yeah,
back there.
so
Yeah,
and
I'll
then
be
she'll
there.
be sitting
Yeah.
there.
And you better bring some hors d'oeuvres.
Hors d'oeuvres. No worries, some hors d'oeuvres.
Says the
I'll bring you
chef. Just saying it.
All right.
And we have the warm up to Carnival. We have a shot of Soca live is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Information will be coming out soon.
Carnival Tuesday.
He said it.
Why we have to wait to tell them now? Carnival Tuesday.
Carnival
right.
Tuesday.
You
They know.
understand me?
So
they know.
I expect to see you two
Hopefully-
here walking up your waist
Yeah, don't
in
worry.
some dark corner
Don't
in
worry.
the studio.
The corner,
Sorry.
it don't need to be dark.
Oh, yeah?
He said I need to
Is your host Super Chitty Vibes alongside my wonderful co-host
Annie, see you
Annie.
later, guys.
Somebody, give them a love again.
Boom, big up yourself. Yes, shot of
All right,
Soca.
we out of here. Me no more dark corner. Bye bye.